Welcome into DRF Daily Racing Form, DRF Sports' daily sports betting live stream coming at you every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. When there's football, there's DRF Daily. Today we're breaking down three fantastic college football games, and we're looking to bounce back after yesterday's terrible 0-3 game. We were on Syracuse minus 9.5, they won by 2. We were on Nevada plus 24, they lost by 28. And we were on Boise State, not even sure how the Boise State game finished. Let's look at it up right now. Boise State, we were on them, I believe, plus 16 or minus 16, and UTEP scored 27 points. And not only did UTEP cover, they demolished the Broncos. So a terrible 0-3 night, and we're looking to bounce back here today. We have 3 games. We have 4 best bets. We're breaking down number 10 Arkansas traveling to number 23 Texas A&M. We're breaking down number 7 USC against Oregon State. And then we're finishing up with our featured free game of the day, number 20 against number 11 Tennessee. Tennessee, an 11-point favorite. Really excited to break down our featured free game of the day. And as always, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, anywhere there's social media. Go ahead and give us a follow at DRF Sportsbook. You can follow our horse racing partner at Daily Racing Form as well. And if you follow at DRF Sportsbook, you'll get insights into a lot of games. A lot of our exclusive betting angles are tweeted out and put onto our Instagram. We're actually running a kind of a tournament-style voting challenge thing over on our Instagram at DRF Sportsbook, rating the best college football entrances in the country. Virginia Tech Enter Sandman is rolling through the competition, but we have a dark horse in Iowa playing back in black. They're making a little bit of a run. Will they see each other in the championship? Head on over to our Instagram and vote in that as well. And you saw the ad right before we jumped onto DRF Daily today. DRF Cash Grab, download that. It's free to play in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. And you play, make predictions, play some trivia, and you can win real money. Boost your bankroll with DRF Cash Grab. Boost your wallet, boost your profits, boost everything. Get free money from DRF Cash Grab. All you have to do is start predicting, start winning. Head in there. We have a lot of games for college football and NFL in the next 2 days. We're giving away over $75,000 these next 48 hours, so you do not want to miss out. Download DRF Cash Grab in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Head on over to drf.com while you're doing that as well, drf.com/sports, and you can see all of the exclusive betting angles, data, trends, line movements that we use to bring you DRF Daily. So without further ado, let's break down game number 1 of the day. We're doing number 10 Arkansas against number 23 Texas A&M. The Aggies are 2-point favorites, and the total is set at 50 points. Arkansas comes into this one 3-0. They're number 10 in the country. Sam Pittman is looking like he's putting together a really solid Arkansas squad. He's 11-3 against the spread in the first half of the season in his head coaching career. Texas A&M, they are 2-1. Their one loss was at home against App State, but this game will be played at AT&T Stadium, Jerry World, so not a true home game. This is more of a neutral site game. Arkansas has been outscoring teams by an average of 10.7 points per game, where Texas A&M has been doing it by 12. But Texas A&M in their one true test, and it wasn't even supposed to be a test, against Sunbelt opponent Appalachian State, they lost and didn't look good in it all. Texas A&M runs an archaic style of offense. They don't look solid. They're 94th in the nation in expected points added at negative 5.01 per game. Yesterday, we broke down a little bit about what S&P Plus is and other advanced analytics models supplied by ESPN to help you make more informed bets. Today, we're using EPA. On every play, this is a breakdown of what EPA expected points added is. On every play, a team has the potential to either increase or decrease their expected points. EPA is the difference between a team's expected points at the end of a play or add it all up at the end of the game and their expected points at the beginning of the play. So it's a play-by-play thing, and Texas A&M has a negative a negative 5.01 EPA this season. That's 94th in the nation. Not good. So they're playing very much below expectations. They aren't efficient. They aren't doing things well. Their offense looks lethargic. Their defense looks pretty solid. But when you look at the EPA, they're still around the 40s, 50s area in EPA and defense. So they're not necessarily setting the world on fire when it comes to defense, despite holding teams to just 9 points per game on average this season. Arkansas, on the flip side, they're 3-0. They're +2 tonight, but they're 42nd in EPA. They're 2-1 against the spread, 3-0 this season. The one game they failed to cover was against, I want to say, MOT. Let's just see who Arkansas played last week, because I don't know that name. I don't know that abbreviation. I want to say it's Montana State, but I believe Oregon State played Montana State last week. As I talk this one out, this is some great fodder. Missouri State. Arkansas had their hands full against Missouri State, winning that one just by 11 after being 26-point favorites. But they blew out USC, and they won handedly against Cincinnati. Arkansas is a solid team, not a great defense, so that will be something to watch, as Texas A&M's offense might actually have a chance. This is a huge test, though, for Texas A&M, who's coming off of a win and a cover last week against Miami. Arkansas, though, 6-1 against the spread in September games over the last 2 seasons, and I'm going to pick Arkansas +2. This is the only game of the day that I'm riding with the public. 68% of the public is on Arkansas. I'm going to ride with them. I think Arkansas keeps this close. I think Arkansas has a really solid chance to pull the upset. It being on a neutral field is also really big. There's not 107,000 screaming fans at Kyle Field. Texas A&M's offense has not been great. Texas A&M has put over 17 points just once this season, and they only put up 31. It was against Sam Houston State, when the game they did not cover. They then only put up 14 against App, and they only put up 17 against Miami. Arkansas is a much better offense than any of those teams have, and I think Arkansas will be able to put up 30 points on this Texas A&M defense, and I don't think Texas A&M's offense can keep up. At the worst case scenario, which is why I'm going Arkansas +2, I think it's a close game at the end of the day. So give me Arkansas +2 against Texas A&M.
Introducing the DRF Cash Grab app, the super easy, free-to-play sports predictor game from a name you know and trust, the Daily Racing Form. Use your sports knowledge to predict the winners, and you could score thousands of dollars in cash prizes. Pro football, college football, pro basketball, college basketball, hockey, soccer, boxing, baseball, and more. Compete against others for a spot on the monthly leaderboard. Download the DRF Cash Grab app and play today.
Moving on to our next game, not Nevada Air Force. That was the game we broke down last night. Folks, this game is a doozy of a game because, man, our data is telling me something that my gut doesn't tell me. It's fading everything that the public has to think about this game. Oregon State they're +5.5 now. They were +6 earlier today. Only 13% of the public is on Oregon State. Oregon State opened as a 6.5-point dog, came up to a half point to 7 on the 18th, and it's been hovering around 6.5, 6 since then. Then on the 21st, it dropped down to 6, and then on the 22nd, it dropped down to 5.5, going all the way down to 5. It then bounced back up to 6, and it's now hovering around 6 and 5.5. A lot of the sharp money is on Oregon State right now. The public's all over USC. They have the flashy numbers, right? They're averaging 51 points per game. Their defense is holding teams to just 20 points. They're averaging 8 yards per play, 10.2 yards per completion. They're tearing teams up. Oregon State, on the other hand, also 3-0. Their offense looks just as good, 46 points per game. Defense doesn't look as great, 26 points per game. And if you look here, though, the most interesting part, I don't know if you can see my cursor going around it. Oregon State, according to our power line, is favored to win this game. Vegas has made this line USC -6. Our power line thinks it's more like USC +3, Oregon State -3. And not only that, our game estimates have Oregon State winning kind of handedly. 10 points in estimate number 2, a lot more than 10 points in estimate number 1. And because of that, because it's so drastic on one end, I'm going to go with Oregon State +6 in this game because that's just something isn't adding up. Something ain't mathing. The sharp money is on Oregon State. Oregon State's only getting 13% of the public bets right now. I mean, USC's defense is 71st in EPA. Not that great. Their offense, like I said, is electric. The addition of Lincoln Riley as their head coach, Caleb Williams has come over, and they're just beating up on bad teams. You look at their recent results, USC, I mean, they put up 66 against Rice. They put up 41 at Stanford on the road. They put up 45 against Fresno. So they can do it at home. They can do it on the road, and they look really good. But Oregon State's offense is also really, really solid. And dating back to last season, the Beavers are 7-0 against the spread at home, and they're 9-1. Jonathan, their head coach in his career, is 9-1 against the spread coming off of a non-conference game. So with all that being said, I'm going Oregon State +6. I think if anything, they can keep this within a touchdown. They can keep it close. Maybe even they can pull out the outright upset. If you want to get a little juicy with it, if you want to get a little freaky with it, by all means, hammer that Beavers money line. I'm going to give out +6 as the best bet, just because I'm not that bold yet, and I'm trying to recover from yesterday's 0-3 day. Now, the other part of this, I'm going to go over 70.5. This smells like a fish. If it looks like a fish, barks like a fish, it is a fish, right? 70.5 is a large spread. The over is bet overwhelmingly by the public, 77%. So I'm going to ride with the public on this one. But both of these offenses are really, really, really electric, really, really good. Both of these defenses haven't been necessarily tested by an offense at this caliber. So, I mean, I could see this one being a high-scoring game, a fun game, 45-42, something like that, and that'll blow us past the over. So give me Oregon State +6. Give me over 70.5 points in this game, and I'm feeling good on this one.